Thick splendour of Paris's Notre Dame, and a first glimpse inside the cathedral restored after a devastating fire 5 years ago. French President Emmanuel Macron visiting for a final time before it reopens to the public. The interior that was left in cinders is now luminous. The famous stained glass windows glittering and precious artworks revived.
Most of the cathedral's art and furniture escaped the fire where the vaults didn't collapse. Where it did collapse, most of the important pieces were not there.
2,000 artisans worked on the restoration using centuries-old techniques. Macron thanked them and others linked to the project.
The shock of the reopening will be, I believe, as great as the shock of the fire itself. But it'll be a shock of hope, because all of you here today have worked hard, and we owe this metamorphosis to you.
The fire that ravaged Notre Dame shocked people in France and around the world. Some feared it would collapse, but firefighters managed to save the cathedral, a symbol of Paris for more than 8 centuries. There's still lots of scaffolding on the outside of the cathedral. That's because the restoration of the exteriors will still take several years. The area around Notre Dame is also a work in progress. Landscape architect Bas Metz has designed it with climate change in mind.
We thought if we rethink the public space around Notre Dame, we think the city of tomorrow. And the city of tomorrow needs to be a city that can deal with climate change, with heat islands, with more drought. And so we thought, can we plant more trees? That's one thing. Can we bring a water layer to create evaporative cooling?
There'll be an official opening ceremony and a religious service before Notre Dame's doors finally open for visitors on December 8th. Some 14 million people a year are expected. They'll have the opportunity to discover or rediscover one of France's most cherished monuments and one of the world's architectural wonders. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.